All right, good morning guys, and welcome to Florida Lobster mini season 2019. So everybody's already in the water. I've kind of just been chilling on the boat. And when they first got in, we're actually anchored up on one of Brooks' dad's like famous spots. And when they first got in, they didn't see many. And now that the sun's coming up, they're just sprouting up everywhere. So I'm gonna get in, I'll see you underwater.
That was a smart one. That was a really smart one. That was perfect. That was perfect.
Wasn't it cool? That's the only lobster I caught today. It was the coolest lobster I ever caught.
He walked into your hand.
Yeah. Because they feel push.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't do any push.
No.
Never seen a diver with more life. He's got a cast net, he's got 3 live bait buckets, a regular bucket.
It looked like he had a cat litter box.
A cat. Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. I don't know what that thing was.
He's got a propel, a jet propel. He's got everything.
As you guys see, we are no longer on the water, and although we did not get our limit today, I had an incredible day with Babe and then her family as well. Let me show you guys a little bit of what we got in the cooler. These are the Florida spiny lobster that we're after, and we got, what, you think around 30?
I think 30, maybe 31. Our limit was 72, so we weren't caring to keep that great of count on them. but I think it's close to around 30, 31.
And normally you can only keep 6 per person per day during regular season, but what Florida mini season, for those of you watching out of state, it's the state allows recreational divers like us to go out and get a chance before the commercial fishermen can put their pots in the water. So it's a nice program that the state puts on, and it is the absolute best day to dive generally for them because nobody's touched them since March 31st. And then Brooke actually shot this big lionfish right here, and I shot this little guy, and she actually shot one that was in the water and let it lay.
It was very small. It was like this big. It was way too small for us to get anything off of it to eat. So we left it there, and another fish will actually be able to eat it.
Lionfish are extremely invasive, voracious. They, according to what scientists say, they decimate reefs and they just eat everything, and they have no natural predators. Like when you go up to these guys, they are not phased whatsoever. They puff up their fins and they look 3 times the size that they are now because they just blow up, and they really are beautiful, but not good for Florida's reefs. So even when we don't bring them back, we do try to kill them, and the state actually wants you. Like they have contests put in place for you to kill them because they are not good for our ecosystem. Right. So all right guys, welcome back to the kitchen, and it is a very special catch and cook tonight because like you guys see, this is the very first catch and cook in our brand new house. I got an island I'm just so stoked about, and since it's a special catch and cook, we're gonna be making crab stuffed lobster tails. We got these Florida lobster tails we caught the other day, and I already have them all split up, but I wanted to show you in case you guys wanted to do this yourself. I got a thick Dexter chef cooking knife, and I'm gonna start right over here. I don't go all the way down to the tail, and to split it, I go right down the middle, and I just use my left hand and I just press down. But I don't want to cut through the other side. Now I'm gonna open it up and see this lobster was really soft. I cut through the other side. None of these are cut. But what we're gonna do is, we're gonna stuff. We're gonna make a really good crab meat stuffing, and we're gonna layer it all in there, put it in the oven, get excited because this is gonna be one of the best catch and cooks yet. So lobsters molt, and what that means is they physically have to shed their shell in order to grow a new one, and as they're doing that, their shell gets really soft, and because it hasn't hardened yet, and that's why this guy is super soft. I know it's probably hard to picture on camera, but these lobsters are usually really deep in holes because they do not want to be caught. They are really trying to hide from predators because they're a really easy meal. Brooke and I were at Publix, and I saw these little golden potatoes, these honey gold baby potatoes. Never cooked with them before, but really excited to. But the first thing we're gonna do, I have an entire stick of butter. We're gonna put it in the microwave and just melt it down. And by the way, do you guys like these style catch and cooks more, where I'm not doing a voiceover and it's like more of an interaction? Go ahead and comment below if you guys like the voiceover Vic is gone, or you like this style more. And definitely leaving the skin on. I love potatoes with the skin on. And we are going to dump the entire stick of butter over these potatoes. And I specifically chose this stainless steel mixing bowl so that way we can give them a good mix. So we got that in there. And then this stuff, really delicious and simple way to season your potatoes. We're gonna go ahead and toss these in a second. Generous amount of salt. And then nature's best utensil, your hands. Make sure every single one gets covered in the butter and the Italian seasoning. We're gonna make a crab meat stuffing, but first I have some olive oil in my pan smoking. We're gonna add some shallots. Our shallots are nice and browned up. We're gonna add our garlic. This was about half of a head of garlic. Just gonna saute this real fast just so it doesn't get burned. I basically deglaze it as soon as I start to smell the garlic.
I smell it.
I smell it too. And then now, last time I got called out for using Publix cooking wine, well, we got real wine. Well, I hope it is. Now we're gonna let this simmer and the volume reduce by about half. We're gonna add some cream and then we're gonna let it cool off and then work on our crab meat stuffing. Now for our crab meat stuffing, we got half lump crab meat and then half claw meat. I don't know if I'm gonna notice the difference because it's all gonna be mushed together. Maybe you guys notice a big difference. All I know is that the claw meat is a lot less expensive than the body meat. So we're gonna go ahead, put that in there, and I'm just gonna crumble it up with my hands, just to make sure we don't have any really big pieces. Oh yeah, we got Brooke's family coming over. My dad couldn't make it, but we got the whole crew coming over in a little bit. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and put in some chives. Chives are gonna go in there, and I'm not gonna mix it yet because we still got a bunch of other stuff to mix. The last few things for our pan sauce, I'm gonna add some heavy cream. And I got it on low heat. The entire bottle, because you gotta think, we're making 9 lobsters, so I really want enough liquid and juice to go around. So I'm just gonna blend this together, and I'm just gonna let it simmer for about 5 minutes. And this is lacking some black pepper. The only actual seasoning we're gonna put in our crab meat, Old Bay, which goes hand in hand with crab. Pretty sure there's a crab. Yeah, there's a crab on there. Lots and lots of Old Bay. And then some Italian breadcrumbs. One scrambled egg. We're gonna dump our entire pan sauce into here. Oh, that looks good. All those shallots, the garlic, the cream, the wine. Gotta get every last drop. So I'm gonna start mixing this now. Now we got the potatoes. I'm gonna put them on our pan.
Are you stuffing the lobsters?
Yep.
Oh boy, that's gonna be delicious. I've been wanting crab meat stuffed lobster.
Potatoes going in the oven. This is the moment I've been waiting for, which I'm so excited about. We're just gonna take a big spoon, and I'm just gonna stuff these lobster, and that's why we cut them the way that we did. So we're just gonna go like that. I don't think having too much crab is a problem. Right?
It's gonna be so good.
Yeah. These things are stuffed like a turkey at Thanksgiving. You cannot fill them up anymore. So I'm hoping that it's, since I added the egg and the breadcrumbs, that it's gonna stay together and not seep through. It's not too liquidy. Sprinkle a little bit of breadcrumb right on top. Hopefully that will crisp up. And then you gotta do a little bit of Old Bay at the very top too. Brooke says to go for it, so we're going for it. Take one last good look at this. Lobsters are going through transformation. Potatoes have been in, honestly, I lost track of time. Probably like 40 minutes, but they're doing good. They're getting nice and brown. And off camera, you guys didn't see, I cooked some green beans. I just boiled them. And I just added some olive oil to the same pot. And we're just going to get this garlic nice and fragrant. And then we're gonna add our green beans back into there. And it's a really simple way to spicing up those green beans. Our garlic's smelling good. We're gonna add the green beans to the same pot. And I realize we're gonna have a very tough time mixing this. It's not very big. Some salt. And pepper. Moment we've all been waiting. Whoa, that's hot. That's really hot. Moment we've all been waiting for. Crispy potatoes. Gonna go right here. Our lobster tails. Look at those. Oh yeah. You guys ready for this? There it is. There's the masterpiece. We got this nice dish that our friend gave us for a housewarming party. Shout out to you, Caroline. Turned out perfect. We're gonna get 1 lobster. We got 9 lobster and 7 people.
Ooh, I like that ratio. It's delicious.
I know you're a crab guy, Jed.
I love it.
Digging it?
That's crab meat. You can't go wrong with anything stuffed with crab meat. It's perfect.
Well, Vic, I guess we're not sitting next to each other. Lobster, yeah. So good. Can you cook it?
You like it?
Yes.
The lobster's so tender. It's so good.
It's so tender. It's just falling out of the shell.
Show us. So this is what it looks like.
Stick your fork into the lobster. It's just falling apart.
Came right out. Let's dig in. This is the first person point of view. You guys are gonna take a bite from the camera. There's our crab meat. You guys heard the reactions. I don't think they're lying. This was probably my top 3 ever lobster recipes I think I've ever done. It is so tasty. If you guys have never tried it, super simple to do and a unique way to do your lobster. The crab meat just falls right out. It's just so delicious. These little baby potatoes. So I want to thank Brooke's family for allowing Brooke and I to do so many catch and cooks at their house, and now we can return the favor and they can come over here. We got Fisher and his girlfriend, and it's nice to be able to have everyone come together at our brand new house. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in that next one.